So on behalf of EVMWD, and thank you for joining us for our Installing a Mainline session. This session and all sessions at the Flow into Fall event will be recorded and posted to our website. Before we get started, EVMWD is helping to support our local business community by raffling off restaurant gift cards at the end of each session. We will randomly draw an attendee from the list at the end of the session, so make sure you stay and see if you're a winner. I'm Bonnie with the Community Affairs Department here at EVMWD. Have you ever reported a leak to the district? Are you curious about the construction happening at the end of your street? Well, today we're going to learn a little bit about what our construction crew does. They're going to show us how to install a main line. I'd like you to meet Ruben Murillo, our construction maintenance superintendent, and Brian Greaser from our construction maintenance team. They're two of the guys that help make this all happen. We are starting off our session with a 10-minute video, and then we will host a live Q&A with Brian and Ruben. As a reminder, there's a chat button at the bottom of your screen, and we'd be happy to take your questions at the end of the session. You can also raise your hand, and we will unmute you to allow you to ask any questions that you might have. So with that, welcome, and Brian and Ruben, would you like to say hello before I get the video started?
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for checking us out this weekend.
Great. Thanks, guys. So we're going to go ahead and show a video. Just one moment while I share my screen. Great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. So before we get to our questions with everyone, I would love to let Ruben and Brian tell us a little bit about working in the construction maintenance department, and let us know, is that your day-to-day or those sort of things that you do on a regular basis, much smaller, much larger projects? Just give us an idea.
All right, good morning. Again, my name is Ruben Murillo. I'm construction superintendent here at EVMWD. Yeah, what you just seen on that short video there is something that we do on a regular basis, maybe 3 to 4 times a month. Those are new service installs. Pretty regularly though, we do service replacements. That's for services that are leaking. So we maintain anything in the distribution system, water mains, water services, fire hydrants, anything that is underground and pertains to water here at the district, we take care of and maintenance on a regular basis. Brian here is a field maintenance worker, and he is one of the employees that will go out and take care of those leaks. You've seen parts of Brian in the video there. Brian was shooting the video most of the time, but he got a chance to get inside and participate. But this is something that we do on a regular basis here.
So something like that, would that take a day to do, a couple of days?
Approximately takes roughly about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours to do something like that. But there's things that get complicated and get involved, like utilities that are in the ground that we have to work around, or it could be the soil type, could be the weather, or even the equipment. And so, but roughly 4 to 5 hours.
So I see that you were kind of out there in a very open area. Do you have to do things like this in neighborhoods very often?
At times, yes. Sometimes like it gets really crammed and complicated, or even a busy street where we have to use traffic control and use stop signs and slow signs to maneuver traffic in a safe manner. So those things will make the day a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
It's pretty simple.
So it looks like, though, it's a lot of hard and outdoor work. And is that something that appealed to both of you when you were looking for careers in the water industry? Do you like working with your hands, or being out in the out in the field?
Yeah, I think that was one of the bigger things that attracted me or got my attention is, the scenery changes all the time. When you work construction, you're outdoors, your office is wherever it takes you, wherever your job is. So these guys don't typically see the same job site every day, whereas if you're stuck in the office, you're doing the same repetitive things sometimes. And these guys got a whole new, a place they call our office, or where they're doing their work. So it's really, nice, to break from the monotony, for these guys. And working in elements too, you get the nice, beautiful spring weather. Of course, these guys have to endure the harsh summer time, but it all, I think.
Well, I think you bring up a good point in that, we're going through COVID right now and a pandemic, and we all need water every single day. So are your crews out there day in and day out ensuring the water service for our community?
Absolutely. Yeah, water must go on. Everyone has to have good palatable water to their home. So rain or shine or snow, we got to keep moving forward with that.
Absolutely. So I saw some markings on the concrete out there on the pavement. What do those mean? Sometimes we get asked that question.
Yeah. So those are markings that other utilities will come out and put down on the ground for us. When we're out, we're going to go out and either potentially install a new service or replace a water main or a water service. We'll call what is 811. It's an underground service alert, and they'll come out. They'll notify all the utilities that are within that jurisdiction, and they will come out and mark on the ground their utilities so that we don't, inadvertently, strike one of them or hit one of them with a piece of equipment. So again, this is what Brian was talking about just a little earlier. This sometimes can make the job a little more complicated. That just means more hand digging with, hand tools before we get down with the tractor. But again, it's all there for everybody's safety. We want to make sure we don't hit a gas line or active Edison line. Absolutely.
And we have a question from Bob. He asks, how do you handle 100-degree days? That's a great question.
Those days are tough, but we usually, with the crew, we switch off a lot. We don't designate just digging, dig. We switch off, we hydrate, we use shade, we we just go at a slower pace, but we gotta get the job done, so.
And here we have a policy too in place that, to protect the employees that are out there working in the elements. And when the temperatures reach 95 degrees, we take shade breaks, water breaks. We have to have easy ups out for the guys. They've got chairs so nobody's sitting on the asphalt for breaks or lunches. So all of those stuff will come into play when the temperature hits 95. And we have a checklist, a daily checklist that I send out, and we have a point of contact on those hot days. So whoever's on the job, that'll be the point of contact in case of event of emergency, heat stroke or anything like that. So we do have, you know, a policy that we follow to keep everyone safe on those hot extreme.
And those
Absolutely.
have to check in regularly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Safety first. So one other question, a lot of the times we have students who are interested in jobs in this industry. What recommendations would you have for them if they were interested in being part of our construction maintenance crew? Any tips or things they should look for or look out for?
Yeah, I think, you know, just their local community colleges, Mount San Jacinto, they have programs there for water technology certification. And, you know, when you go into those classes, a lot of times you're going to, you know, meet and rub elbows with a lot of people that are in the industry, because we do have to carry certifications to work in the field. Also, we do have American Labor Pool. We've seen a lot of guys come in, especially for construction, that they go in there and they'll get come in as a temporary employee and get the opportunity to do what we do and see if this is really something that they want to, you know, really want to pursue,
Be part
and
of.
get that opportunity. And we've definitely hired and we've brought on guys from that agency, you know, that have come in and taken a shot at it. So
Great.
yeah, it's been a great option for a lot of people.
Absolutely. I think it's great for students to know there's something right here in their backyard that they can take advantage of, an opportunity with a great team. Well, I wanted to see if there's any other questions online. Okay, great. So thank you, Brian, and thank you, Ruben, for your time today, answering all of our questions. And I'm going to go ahead and set up our raffle quickly, and we have just a handful of people in. So you'll hear in just a moment our raffle wheel spinning. Let me get the names in. And we're going to see who wins our $25 restaurant gift card. Looks like our winner is Bob. Congratulations, Bob. We there's the celebration. So Bob, if you would send me a private message in the chat with your email address, I'd be happy to reach out to you to get that gift card to you. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Ruben and Brian, for your time. We have many other events happening in the virtual lobby, so please feel free to visit some of our other activities. And this will be up for the next several months, so you can come in and try out any of the activities. They won't all be live, but they'll be available for you. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.